What is up, folks? It is I, Will, here again. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. There's actually some decent stuff that happened, like storytelling-wise. Kind of surprised. Maybe that's because Roman Reigns showed up. We'll talk about that here in a second. Also, answer your question, talk about whatever news is going on. But first, we're talking about Bozilla and the reaction she got coming out of Forbidden Door. Do me a favor, hit like, subscribe if you're not subscribed. What's up, Mad Dog? What's up, David? What's up, Pedro? What's up, Earth? Okay, Bozilla. So if you've been following my channel for any amount of time, or my Twitter account, you know that I'm a fan of this woman because I'll talk about her regularly. Well, whenever she has a good match, whenever she is, active, I usually bring her up. I mention her once or twice whenever she has a good match. Bozilla is a talented young woman. She is from Germany. The first time I watched her wrestle was when she stepped foot in Japan for the first time, and her first match was actually the main event of the Marigold debut show. Kind of crazy. Her first match was with Sari Utami and Julia in a tag match. I'm like, who the hell is this chick? No clue. Had a pretty good performance considering she's 21 years old. I'm sorry, not even 21. She's 20 at the time. Had a pretty good performance. And I've seen her wrestle. I've seen every match she's had since. I repeat, I've watched every match this woman's had since her debut in Marigold last year. So I'm pretty familiar with this woman and her talent and how good she is. I think she's awesome. Badass, strong. She has a lot of cool factor, hilarious. Not intentionally hilarious, but she's funny. She's not like a comedy character. She's not Chelsea Green, but she just happened to be really, really funny. And it's like, I remember that time when she dove over the table to attack Sari when they had that little feud. Funny as hell. Some of her commentary, the word choice, her promos are funny. She's very, very good at what she does. Talented. She happens to have a father who was in the business. Talk about him in a second. Her father, a former wrestler, I've got his name, I can't remember off the top of my head. Wrestled in ECW, wrestled in Europe, of course, and he, as late as March of this year, he was a scout for the WWE. Take that for whatever it's worth, okay? The man was a scout. As early as March, or as late as March of this year, the man was a scout for WWE. So I'm pretty sure somewhere in the WWE universe, they're aware of her existence, right? Anywho, she had a pretty good year in Japan recently. She made the transition from Marigold to Stardom, which brought about some controversy because apparently Rossy Ogawa, who owns Marigold and used to own Stardom, he was kind of taken aback by the fact that she left and went back to Japan to join Stardom. I kind of think he took that like a slight, like there was some like shenanigans or some honesty going on there. I don't know what's going on with him. He was just upset about that. I think he didn't say he is, but I think he was upset about that. Anyway, I think he made the right decision. She's in Stardom. She's working with Suzuki, and her faction is all going well. I say all that to say, this was right before Forbidden Door. Working in Stardom, she was in the 5-star GP. Had some good performances, had some good looks, and apparently, Tony Khan took notice. Okay? Now, he claims that he wanted to work with her for a long time now, and she just became available, and she was the first one he wanted to work with. She was. I'm calling bullshit on Tony Khan. I don't believe it. That's promoter talk. I don't believe he's been monitoring Bozilla, and when she came available, he jumped at it. I don't believe him. I think that's just promoter talk. And if that's the case, if that was the person you want to work with, what does that say about how he feels about the Joshi talent? That he just bypassed all of them. All those women who've been in Japan in Stardom, forget about them. Bozilla, who just joined, you wanted to work with her? Maybe it's true. I love Bozilla. I think she's awesome. I talk about her all the time. I think she's great. Tony Khan, I'm calling bullshit. And you're not really going to beat those allegations about how you feel about Joshi's if you're bypassing all those women to go with the person who just signed. And I don't know if she's a freelancer or what. I think she probably signed, because how in the hell is she working Forbidden Door as a Stardom talent if she's not really signed? I'm not sure what's going on with her contract, whatever. Either she's freelancing over there, it's a short period of time, or she signed until sometime next year, because usually Stardom does like 1 year contracts. So either way, she's not dialed in for a long time for Stardom. Okay, so either way, I don't believe him. But anywho, she works Forbidden Door, and a lot of fans were excited how awesome she was. Like, wow, this girl's cool, talented, great, powerhouse, 21 years old, young, promising. They should sign her. Or what I heard was from the IWC, I hope they have a dual contract, because, you know, the whole Stephanie Vaquer thing, the Stephanie Vaquer was stolen from CMLL because their contract is very shaky. So she's able to break it very easily and move on. First of all, there's some confusion going on here. Okay, the whole dual contract thing, that's for CMLL contracts, because they're non-existent, they're pathetic. Stardom contracts are pretty solid. Okay, if she signs a Stardom, not CMLL, so no, she can't just leave her Stardom. So I don't know what they're talking about with that. I hope they sign her to a dual contract so she'll get stolen. Fundamentally, have no idea what they're talking about. You can't just leave a Stardom contract. She locked in. She locked in for however long that is. It's not CMLL. Number one. Number two, I'm not entirely sure why you're in a rush to grab her. I think she's doing fine in Japan. Let her hang out there. In fact, no matter what she wants to do, whether it's WWE or AEW, I think what she's doing is very smart. I'm going to say a couple of names, or a few names. Stephanie Vaquer, Julia, Mariah May, Jordan Grace. All these women had a name value, were popular, were known heading into NXT. And all those women got a push, got TV time, were elevated from the jump. If you come into NXT with a name, with something behind you, with some momentum, your booking will be much better. So no matter what you're trying to do, going over to Japan, building up the name Bozilla, going to Forbidden Door, getting popular, that's going to help her when she makes the transition, because ultimately she will eventually make the transition to America. Whether that's WWE or AEW. Again, her father, as late as March, was a WWE scout. Take that for what it's worth, okay? The woman was liking tweets about her being NXT champion earlier this year. You tell me. I don't know what her goal is, but no matter what it is, it's smart to build up your name in Japan first and then transition. That way you're hot, you make the most amount of money, and your push is very, very strong. But I think she fit in well in NXT because nothing quite like her. German, strong, powerhouse, strong, tall, bigger girl. I think she fit in well because there's like a lane for her there because there's nobody like her in NXT. And she's young already, so she's already young. Fit right in with that group of women. Continue to work in the PC, get better. It's a perfect fit because there's nobody quite like her. Her style, her presence, her aura. She does have aura. I'm just a fan of her a lot. I think she's great. Okay, but just be clear, there's no dual contract with Stardom talent. That's CMLL, number one. Number two, Tony Khan, I don't believe him when he says, "Oh, I've been dying to work with Bozilla." What did I say about the other Joshis? You haven't been dying to work with them, or have they been turning you down? Because I'm convinced some of them have been. Because Mayu never worked AEW. There's several other talent that hasn't worked AEW. So maybe he's been turned down by other chicks. But I don't believe this whole, she's the first person I wanted to work with over everybody. That's promoter talk. That's bullshit. So what are your thoughts on Bozilla, guys? Did you see her? Were you impressed? Was it your first time watching her? Let me know. Triple H prefers Samoans. Facts. That's true. Yeah, she's cool. Yeah, I'm a fan. You guys know that. I've been a fan of that woman. I think she's very promising. I think she's going to be a big star. She has star power to her. I think she does. And I'm looking forward to whatever she does. Let's see how the rest of this Japan run goes. And we'll see if it all works out for her ultimately. Because I do think these Stardom contracts are like 1 year. So sometime next year she'll be a free agent. Will she resign? Will she move on? I'm sure Tony Khan will make a move, and I think WWE will as well at that point. Again, Forbidden Door, her name got out there. She turned heads. They know who she is. Okay. So let's see. Is she related to Godzilla? No, but definitely that's a name. If you go watch Gold matches, by the way, you just Google Bozilla. You listen to her music in Gold, very, very inspired by Godzilla, the whole epic monster kind of thing. Good stuff. I like Bozilla a lot. She's great. Okay, speaking of women making moves, potentially, right? Maki Ito, long-standing Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling wrestler. She's been working there for a while now. She's out of here. She's gone. It's very, very abrupt and random. Well, not really random, because you kind of see it on the wall, kind of see it coming. Maki Ito has been trying to leave Japan for a while now. She's been trying to get signed by AEW for years. Just haven't quite worked out for her in that respect. Well, not apparently, we know for a fact, she had her last match in Japan. She put over Yuki here, and she moved on. The fans didn't know about it. Nobody knew. Even the commentary team didn't know. And she just had her last match. She put over Yuki, and she said, all right, I'm out. And she's gone. What's the future hold for Maki Ito? She's been trying to, again, get signed. She went over to AEW for a little bit, tried to get over. I don't think Tony Khan is enamored or he likes her a lot. Unfortunately, that's not a surprise because I'm convinced Tony Khan doesn't really care that much for the Joshis. That's obvious based on what we've seen. So yeah, she's kind of out of luck there. If she's going to America, I don't know what her plan is. If she's going to America, I think GCW is where she's going to pop up first. I don't think WWE are interested, and I don't think Tony Khan is either. So we'll see what's going on with her. Fun talent, very popular over there. She quirky, she's fun, she is a good wrestler. Cutest girl in the world, that's what she is, right? The cutest. Apparently, Tony Khan doesn't think so, I guess, because here's the thing, because I see some AW people saying, or AW people, some AW fans saying, oh, Tony Khan, please sign her. If they sign that woman, she's going to be where Mina is, but lower, like much lower. All right, Mina's booking is very much Collision appearances, Ring of Honor, doing some run-ins, have some promos backstage. Maki Ito will be even less than that. Okay, this is the same promotion where Deonna Purrazzo, bless her heart, she's on Twitter sending out her email saying, hey, looking for booking. Like, wait a minute, why she sound like she's somebody who ain't signed? Deonna Purrazzo is signed to AEW. She's tweeting out her email. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'll show you in a second. I'm like, what is this? Let me go to Deonna Purrazzo real quick. Deonna. Here we go. The woman is signed to AEW, right? Check this out. Let's see. Where are we at? Well, she's been retweeting everybody, looking like everybody giving her suggestions. But where the actual first tweet is? Here it is. Madame, you better work. Where? Here's my email. I'm like, what? And everybody's been like responding with different promotions. I'm like, this woman is not a free agent. This woman is signed. But who was surprised? Because I'm not. Okay, I could have called this. I called it. I told folks what would happen when this woman signed to AEW. She'll get a push at first. She'll get a title shot. And then as time goes by, Tony Khan will get bored. And she'll be on the wayside, not really doing much. And I mean, this is the situation. So yeah, she's tweeting out her email, she's trying to get booked. Okay, this is what's happening here. We want Purrazzo. If this was happening in WWE, oh, the internet would be losing their minds, right? But because it's AEW, it's all hush hush quiet. It doesn't really matter. Okay, whatever. She's looking for talent. She's looking for places to wrestle. Big deal. Who cares? I mean, that's how it is, right? But if it was WWE, there'd be a problem, right? It'd be all over the to be trending. We want Deanna to be trending. I don't know if it's trending right now. I don't think so. Let's see how many we want Deanna tweets we got here. Not much. Not much. So yeah, that's how it works. Okay. W is okay to put your talent on the back burner, and it's okay to like. It's okay. AW is okay. WWE, it's a problem. This is how it works. I'm not making that up. That's how it is. So yeah, Maki Ito, AW, don't love the fit. TNA, sure. GCW bookings, sure. But AW, I don't love it. And I don't think WWE are interested as well. I think the WWE, when it comes to Joshis, now there's a spot in TNA. There's not really any Joshis right now in TNA. Julia moved up. I think there's other talent that'll become available here in the near future that is more priority than Maki Ito. I'm talking about Sari. I'm talking about maybe Starlight Kid down the line, okay? There's other Joshis that are more in line with what WWE want than Maki Ito. Coming up soon, I think, because I do believe ultimately Sari will make that move back. I think there's other talent. There's other talent in Stardom have expressed wanting to work in WWE, like a Tomoka, even though she's more JTO, like a Starlight Kid, who talked about that before, who's mentioned it before. So there's other talent that are more the WWE speed, more their look, you know. So I would say they're probably not looking for Maki Ito anytime soon. That makes sense. Tony Khan literally buried Athena. He doesn't care about Bozilla. Will just be another flower of the month. I think Athena, I believe with my chest that Athena is the best wrestler in that promotion for the women. She's always going to be number 3 under Toni Storm and Mercedes. But she's the best wrestler over there. Without question, she is. She's amazing. I think she's great. She's a fantastic wrestler. King Tristan, Persephone is a big WWE fan. She is. Lucha Blog has joked about her wanting to go to NXT. She follows WWE accounts, but no AW accounts. So Persephone definitely wants to go to WWE, I think. There's been the rumor, there's been the whole joke online with the people who are in the know. She'll have to wait, right? If she wants that. I don't know if WWE are interested. Stephanie Becerra, I think she's like, Stephanie Becerra is a can't miss superstar that you can't take your eyes off of, and you have to sign immediately. I don't know if they feel that way about Persephone. I think she's good. She had a good showing in that Forbidden Door match. She can speak English. She can speak Spanish. So she's bilingual. That's work well with what WWE do right now. So there's a room for her in NXT, I think. But I don't know if the WWE are interested in her like they were Stephanie. So we'll see. Better than Monet? Oh, yes. Athena is the best wrestler in that promotion. She's one of the best in the world. And I think she's better than Mercedes Moné in ring. I do. I think she is. Did she have the pedigree or the resume in ring? Well, she's Athena. She hasn't got those opportunities. But she's the better wrestler. She is. In my opinion, at least. Without question, the best professional wrestler in that promotion for the women is Athena. Okay. Is that like a hot take? Okay, it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. That should not be a hot take. Oh, all right. Let's talk about Monday Night Raw. What happened on there of substance? Was there anything compelling? Was there anything interesting? What is going on? Let's see. Yeah, I'd say so. So Roman Reigns showed up, took a sweet time to start talking because the crowd wouldn't shut up, right? And he expressed some different vibes. We had some character development from Roman Reigns. Talked about how, how he doesn't have anything anymore. He lost the bloodline. He's kind of lost a little bit. Talked about how he's going to have his day. He's going to come back one day, but this shows some introspection and some character growth from Roman Reigns. It's the most babyface he's ever sounded for a while now. It's been a while since he sounded that much like a babyface. He was thankful for the crowd. He expressed some gratitude for the crowd. Happy that they were with him. You know, I thought it was some character growth from Roman Reigns. And what's interesting about Roman Reigns when he's on TV, I feel like creative team actually gives a damn. Like for whatever reason, when it comes to Roman Reigns and the bloodline shit and his work, character shit, I feel like once he's on the screen, Paul Heyman and the writers start cooking and actually think about actual character growth and character development and agency for the characters. It's interesting. Like whenever he's on screen, we get some actual like storytelling. Who would have thought? So I now want to give him credit, 'cause I feel like it only happens when he's on there. So maybe it's something that he's emphasizing, something that he wants. 'Cause I just feel like we don't get this type of stuff when he's not there. Even a segment with him and Jay, character work, talking dialogue. Hey Jay, don't worry about other people. Do stuff for yourself. It's about you now. Putting Jay on his level, bigging him up, giving him confidence. Actual character stuff that we don't see often on the regular, but we always get it with him. So I'm thinking, okay, Roman Reigns must be emphasizing this. So I think I need to give him his credit for actually like giving a damn about storytelling. Because I'm telling you, we don't get this every time. We just don't. We just don't. Okay, I'm telling you right now. I want to give Roman Reigns his flowers. Let me see if this works. Let me try something right now. I'm gonna try this out. Let's see. I didn't set this up previously. Oh, it did not work. Let's see. Boom. I'm gonna give Roman Reigns his flowers and say, you know what, Roman? Thank you for at least caring about creative. I'm not convinced creative team gives a damn when he's not there. Am I off? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I think he needs to give Roman Reigns his due, his credit for actually like caring about storytelling and character work. Because again, when he's not there, we don't see it. I'm telling you right now. So yeah, we got a more babyface Roman Reigns. Somebody's actually like, you know, having some introspection, thinking about what he's done in the past, and he hasn't full on apologized for his actions, which is fine. But he's actually like respecting and bigging up Jay and making him feel like he's somebody. And we saw that in the main event. And Jay took his words, actually like stood up for himself and took out LA Knight and CM Punk. Like, yeah, I'm on y'all level. I'm here. It's not about being friends. I'm going for that title. Actual character development on screen is happening in real time. So let's give Roman Reigns his flowers. I can't believe I'm saying that. Because usually what I do, I just complain about his entrance being so damn long. But the man is actually showing some growth and character development. I like the dynamic between him and what's happening with the Shula Fala. Okay? Shula Fala and Roman Reigns. I like this dynamic. I like this energy, this feud. I like the presence they're bringing. I'm actually looking forward to this match. I want to see how it goes. What's going to happen? Is Roman Reigns got to fight back like a babyface? Will Bronson Reed win the match? I don't think so. I don't think you can have somebody take your shoes over and over again and then lose the feud. I'm guessing Roman Reigns will win, but will he stand tall? Will they take him out? Will he have to, because I believe Cody Rhodes is shooting a movie. Roman Reigns is on that same damn movie. Did he already shoot his stuff? Or will he be going to the set? Are they going to write off Roman Reigns? That's what they usually do. You can have them attack Roman Reigns after the match and Roman Reigns will be gone. Or Roman Reigns can just win and just go away. Like he usually does anyway. So, but I'm liking the feud. I'm liking what they're doing. And I say, kudos to Roman Reigns for actually giving a damn about storytelling. So that's that. I thought the brawl was solid. The brawl was solid. It was cool. Superman punched to Bronson Reed when he's on the turnbuckle. That was all good. Yeah, it's solid stuff, man. It's solid stuff. Am I wrong? We're not impressed by Roman Reigns and the storytelling here. It's something, not the best thing, not the best thing in the world, right? It's not the greatest thing, but it's something, okay? It's something. They're dead ass repeating Judgment Day skits. Not really. This is a different Roman Reigns. We never got this Roman Reigns before. So I disagree. I'll push back on that. Okay, I'll push back on that. It's a little different. A little different. Every story in WWE is mid. I won't disagree with that. All right, let's talk about Asuka. Because I am Team Asuka. Honestly, when I say that, I'm kind of joking. When I say that, I don't love I'm gonna say Liv Morgan. I don't love the Rhea Ripley EO stuff that much. It's happening. I was looking forward to that feud being over. By that feud, I mean that storyline between Rhea Ripley and EO. I thought maybe Rhea Ripley and EO go separate ways, but they're still leaning into Rhea Ripley EO stuff. Jokingly, I'm like, you know what? I'm Team Asuka because this Rhea Ripley EO stuff is going on too long. But I'm fine with it now because they're telling the actual storyline, so I'm good with it. It's fine. I'm joking around. I don't hate it. But we saw Asuka flip out and crash out when she saw that EO was talking to Rhea Ripley. It's her understanding that Rhea is not family, and EO has told Rhea Ripley this, but apparently, like, she didn't hear the conversation. So, as far as she knows, EO is still hanging out with Rhea Ripley, hugging it out, getting all close, and and she's like, "What's going on here? You're not family. We're your family. And you're pushing us aside, saying they said, hey, EO, do you want help to make sure it's fair in the match?" It's like, "No, I don't need your help. I can handle this on my own." But then they keep seeing Rhea Ripley run down there to help her, and in her eyes, EO is receptive to the help. So which one is it? Do you want help or not? Oh, she can help you, but I can't. I can sympathize with Asuka, even though EO is innocent in this. We can hear the conversations. We know that EO is saying, "Hey, Rhea Ripley, lay back, fall back. I'm gonna be with my family, my sisters. Okay, I appreciate you, but not right now. Okay, we can dial it back. We can stop for right now. We can get back to being friends later on. Right now, I have family with Asuka and Kyrie, so this is get some space." But Asuka don't hear that. All Asuka sees is her hanging out with Rhea Ripley, giving her all, hugging her or pulling her back and all that stuff. Like, Asuka's like, "You know what? This is bullshit." And I don't blame Asuka feeling that way. I don't blame her at all. I mean, look at this. In her mind, this is outrageous. That's funny. But yeah, like, I can see from Asuka's perspective. I can see it from her perspective. Like, this is ridiculous in her mind. Is EO doing anything wrong? No, she's not. But I get the frustration with seeing this over and over again every week, especially when you feel like Asuka. Well, you feel like EO is pushing you aside. You say EO's like, no, Asuka, I don't need your help. But you let Rhea Ripley help you. I get it. Okay, I understand it. Funny. It's like very soap opera, very funny. I'm enjoying it. I like they're doing something here. They're giving the women something. Typically, the women don't get anything, so I'm not going to complain about this storyline. Because at least it's something, Asuka never explained why she hates Rhea Ripley. She doesn't hate Rhea Ripley. She just wants Rhea Ripley to, what she hates is the thought that EO prefers Rhea Ripley to her. What she hates is that she feels like EO is being contradictory, saying, "Oh, you don't want us to help, but she can." She's jealous. Then when I say that, how can I be Team Asuka? I'm saying I'm Team Asuka because I want Rhea Ripley and EO to be away from each other. But Asuka's in the wrong. She's being jealous, right? She's being insecure. She's feeling the type of way. It's jealousy. That's what it is, right? She's not being reasonable. And that makes for good TV. Makes for good TV. So later on, Asuka confronts EO in a very funny exchange. At least funny to me. Because if you ask me, well, before that, Rhea Ripley gets jumped by Judgment Day. And of course, Io makes the save. Rhea's like, I thought we're supposed to keep our distance. Why are you helping me? Jokingly, of course. And Io's like, I want to help you because, you helped me, I'm not going to sit there and watch you get jumped. And then Oscar just had enough. Like, enough of this. By the way, that match was good. Good match. I got to go back and rewatch that match. Because, you guys know I've been evaluating the women's matches and seeing where they rank. If Rhea Ripley, Roxanne doesn't rank at all on my list, not the best look for Rhea Ripley considering Io and Roxanne had a banger. But I gotta go back and watch that match to see how good it was. I always go back and watch it before I give it a rating. But anyway, I'm trying to find that Asuka moment. Low energy, lazy ass storytelling. What is low energy, lazy ass storytelling? I'm way past where I need to be. Where is that stupid clip? Where is the stupid Io, Rhea Ripley, Asuka moment? Anyway, not going to watch her get jumped, but you told her to leave you alone. I'm crying. She said they need their space. To be fair to Io, you can't just watch your friend, because Rhea Ripley is her friend, get jumped like that, right? You have to go do something. At least that's what she tells herself. Where is that stupid Io? Like, what's going on here? How late was that in the show? Was that on Raw when Asuka went after her, or was that like exclusive? I don't see it on the actual Raw broadcast here. I don't see the... Was that like a Twitter exclusive? It was on Raw? When? It was after the match, right? Okay, I'm gonna get one more time looking through this thing. Oh, here it is. I found it. I found it. So, they're all chummy again. And Ox is like, what the hell? Ox is like, what's happening here? I mean, what is this? What is this? Is this something you need to tell me? Is there something I need to know? Now here's the kicker, folks. Here's the kicker. Asuka crashed out, right? Crashed out on Io. She's had enough. She's sick and tired of Io's bullshit in her mind. It's inconsistency, not being honest about her feelings with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is her new family, and Asuka is jealous and she can't stand it. But here's the kicker here. I do not trust Kairi Sane. I'm sorry. I'm calling bullshit on Kairi. Sane. I think she's gonna turn first. I think the creative team think they're slick, setting up Kairi to be the one in the middle. And where does she stand? She's gonna attack Io first. She's the main culprit that Io has to worry about. I'm telling you. Kairi will turn first. Can't be trusted. They're laying it on a little too thick. It's a little too, oh, woe is me. Oh, what can I do? Oh, I'm so sad. Oh no, what's going on? It's a little too thick, a little too on the nose, and I'm calling bullshit on Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane will turn on Io physically first. Asuka's already mad. I'm telling you, Kairi Sane will attack Io first. Heard of her first. Don't believe the crocodile tears. Io, better watch out for Kairi Sane. I'm telling you. Kairi will turn first. I don't trust it. Not one bit. But again, I'm happy that the women are getting something. It's something. Not the greatest storyline of all time, but it's something. Okay? I'm telling you, Kairi cannot be trusted. Kyrie like Dakota Kai. Kyrie switching up is crazy. Kyrie got a good, pretty cool voice. What do you think about the 4-way for the TBS title at Forbidden Door? Good, solid match. It was kind of sloppy. Not gonna lie, the match was kind of sloppy, but I thought Bozilla and Persephone showed themselves well. I thought they all did a great job, but ultimately, I thought the match was a little sloppy. It wasn't really the best showing from a match standpoint. Even though the women had their highlights, they had their big moments, they had their highlights throughout the match. But overall, as the entire whole, the match wasn't the best. Io got to call Mayu to do what? What's Mayu gonna do? Well, yeah, Kairi Sane, I don't trust her. That's just me. I don't trust Kairi Sane. I think she's gonna turn first. Okay, what else happened on Raw that was okay? Women's title, right? Stephanie. So Adam Pearce told Stephanie Becerra that she will not be wrestling in Paris, unfortunately, but she's still the number one contender. She will get a number one match. She'll get a title match against someone. Question is who? Who will Stephanie be wrestling at probably WrestlePalooza? I would guess. I don't know for sure, but probably there. We don't know. The easy, simple guess is Io. We've never seen a conclusion of that match, right? They've wrestled each other a couple of times. It ended in a DQ. Maybe they pull the trigger there. That probably makes the most sense because Io had a title shot against Naomi. Io has lost since, but that's fine. She's Io Sky. It's fine. That's probably the most straightforward match. Io against Stephanie. The question is who wins it? I think Io wins it. Honestly, there are things to consider. Okay? One, Stephanie was going to lose to Naomi. Clearly, Stephanie has not got a storyline yet of any substance or of any note. She's new to main roster, and the crowd doesn't really know her as a character yet. Okay? She's going to have a banker with Naomi, and she's going to lose. She's going to get pinned. Obviously, if you think otherwise, God help you, okay? She's going to lose. So, do you pivot to her being a champion now? Or do you put her on that path? She loses the championship match, moves on to Becky, because you remember, Stephanie and Nikki Bella were getting kind of close, getting kind of chummy. I think the plan before Naomi's pregnancy was for Stephanie to lose, Nikki Bella to get her ass kicked. Stephanie goes to save Nikki Bella, bringing about the Becky Stephanie feud. Imagine that feud. Imagine Becky Lynch putting over Stephanie in a big way for the title. That would have been great for Stephanie. That's huge. That'd been a big storyline. Had Becky Lynch or her storytelling, Stephanie being so over with the crowd. That's a great singles feud that I think was going to happen. I think Stephanie was going to come to Nikki Bella's aid. We're going to get Stephanie against Becky Lynch, I think. Because who else is there? Bayley's a heel now. Bayley's a heel. Lyra can't challenge for the title. I believe the plan was Stephanie, Becky. So do you abandon that? You just, oh, it's over. Goodbye. Or do you keep her on that path and make Io the champion because she knows how to hold the title? She's a great champion. She's a great wrestler. And you continue her storyline with Asuka. Now you get Asuka against Io for the title. You get Kairi against Io for the title. You can do what they're doing with Io with her still being champion. You can do that. Ultimately, you get back to Rhea Ripley, Io maybe, but I think she can hold the belt and continue the Asuka, Kairi, Rhea Ripley stuff. I think so. Or you can put the belt on Stephanie. I feel like it'd be weird to do that without her having an actual storyline, without her character being established at all. I think it'd be a mistake. I saw some people say that Stephanie should face Io and Asuka could screw her. I hate that idea. Stephanie's first title win on the main roster will come about interference how does that make Stephanie look? I'm a babyface champion. I won the belt because of an interference. It's not strong booking for her. A better booking, I'd argue, mid-card championship belt win against Becky Lynch, straight up clean. That's better than Io gets screwed by Asuka and you win it. Then what do you do? What do you do? Stephanie Bailey? I guess. But then what do you do with Becky? You can't face Natty and Nikki Bella forever. I don't know, man. I think they may have to put the belt on ice. The easiest way to put the belt on ice, to put the belt on Io. You put the world title on Io. Continue the storyline with Asuka and Kairi saying Stephanie can go with Becky Lynch. It just makes more sense to me. It's just more smooth. What are your other options? Raquel in her promo with Roxanne said, "Hey, Roxanne, you gotta get those tag titles back." I don't think Roxanne and Raquel are done with the tag titles. Remember, we're gonna get Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss against Secret Herberts, and then what? There ain't no more tag teams on SmackDown. There ain't no tag teams over there. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss will come back to Raw. Will come over to Raw to wrestle. Who are you gonna wrestle? Raquel, Rhea, maybe the Kabuki Warriors, maybe. But you need options for them to wrestle. Because they're going to beat, spoiler alert, they're going to beat Secret Herberts. Then you come to Raw, and then who's there for you? Raquel and Roxanne. I don't think Raquel and Roxanne are done with the tag titles. That's not what Raquel said. She definitely said, lock in Roxanne, got to get those tag titles back. So, I know people think, oh, put the belt on Roxanne Perez, then you do Roxanne, Liv Morgan down the road. Not happening, folks. If Roxanne was going to win the belt, she would have beaten Rhea Ripley. She lost, okay? So, I think Io is the most likely person she'll face. And if it's me, I put it back on Io. Tell the story with Asuka, Kairi, whatever. Rhea Ripley's helping her, whatever. You know, that's what I would do. But there's no good option. There's no great option because it's a pivot. Pivots are rarely good. I did see one person say something like this. I did see one person say, what about Bianca Belair? Bianca Stephanie is a banger. Boy, I'm getting chills thinking about it, right? The problem is, how do you justify Bianca Belair getting a title shot? Like, just be random. Like, how does she bypass Io? You can say, well, Naomi pinned Rhea Ripley, so whatever. But how do you bypass Io to have Bianca Belair in that match? How do you do that? You can just do it, fine. I love it from a matchmaking standpoint. I mean, Bianca Stephanie at WrestlePalooza. By the way, if you did that, Bianca Belair must be heel. There's no other option. She has to be a heel. I've talked about that before. If Bianca's on Raw, she has to be a heel. SmackDown, she can be a face. But yeah, that's kind of out of the blue, kind of out of the box. I don't see that. I feel it would be Io Stephanie at WrestlePalooza. Am I wrong? Spoiler, Rio will end up a tag team. Probably right about that. Persephone is not on CMLL roster anymore. I'm not convinced she was ever there. Like, can you show me evidence that she was there? I doubt CMLL let it happen to them again. That'd be hilarious, but I doubt it. Like, I have a hard time believing CMLL and Tony Khan allowed the same thing to happen again. I just don't believe that. Unless, but then again, I don't know her contract status. I don't know what's going on with her contract. So unless you have some inside information on Persephone's contract, I have a hard time believing they let it happen again. If Bianca goes to Raw, SmackDown is forever dead. That's true. Io, Rhea Ripley, Bianca, Stephanie on the same brand. Yeah, it's bad. It'd be bad. To be clear, that Triple H doesn't give a hoot about SmackDown, clearly, right? Not gonna lie, that would be pretty hilarious if that happened. It would be hilarious if Persephone just showed up on NXT today. Can you imagine? you imagine? It feels weird that NXT is today because we had a heat wave on Sunday, so it feels weird that we're getting NXT already. But yeah, it's Tuesday. And you imagine if Persephone was just on Raw, I'm sorry, on NXT in the crowd. Oh, look, it's Persephone. The internet would explode. It'd be hilarious. SmackDown needs Jordan Grace. I agree. I'm hoping that Jordan Grace will move to SmackDown now. We're getting Blake Monroe tonight against Kalani Jordan. So I believe Blake is kind of moving on. By the way, I'm looking forward to that. I love Kalani Jordan. I'm a fan of Blake Monroe. That's going to be a banger. We're getting Blake versus Kalani Jordan tonight. And if Jordan Grace doesn't show up, then just put her on SmackDown. Put her on SmackDown for the love of God. By the way, Blake Monroe quoted my tweet about her being on SmackDown. That was kind of funny. Bianca is Vicarious opponent. That'd be hilarious, but I just don't see it. I don't see that happening. I laugh. I love that. But I just don't see it. Be too out of the blue, and it'd be funny. Can you imagine the storyline of Bianca Belair didn't earn it? It's like, really? I didn't earn it? The irony. The irony. At Mania, I said Rhea Ripley did not earn it, and y'all was okay with it. So now I think about it. It's not a bad story. You have to explain why Adam Pearce thinks it's a good idea. But from Bianca's standpoint, she loved nothing more than to screw them. Like, yeah, I'm gonna bypass Io. Because when I won the chamber, y'all wanted to have that triple threat match. Y'all are okay with Rhea Ripley getting in there. So you know what? I'm gonna maneuver my way in here. I'm gonna jump Io Sky, and I'm gonna face Stephanie. Works from a character standpoint for Bianca Belair. I just don't buy Adam Pearce would do that. Like, why are you doing that? There's ways to do anything, right? It's all in the execution. You can book a storyline where Bianca Belair faces Stephanie. It's all in the execution. Do I think they do a good job of executing that? No. Hell no. It'd be dumb. It'd be dumb. Just look at the booking of the Mania match, okay? It'd be dumb. Let's be clear. What else happened on Raw? Oh yeah, so Becky Lynch got some heat from Kelly Osbourne. So if you heard Raw, you watched Raw, she got a promo where she referenced Ozzy Osbourne's death, and Kelly didn't think it was very cute. Like, you are a disrespectful dirtbag. The wrong at, by the way, the wrong at. This is a fan at. You are a disrespectful dirtbag. Birmingham would not piss on you if you were on fire. Birmingham forever. Shame on the WWE for allowing such things to be said about my father and his home. She's legit pissed. Now, people are going after her, saying it's a heel move. Who cares? You have problems yourself. Like, bringing up her past and some of her previous comments. I'm not going there. This woman lost her father. This woman lost her father. She's grieving. She's sad. She's depressed, for all we know. I'm not going to judge her words here. Her father just passed. Who knows what mental state she's in? Like, lost her father. As somebody who lost a parent, you just don't know what's going to come out of your mouth. So I'm going to give her a benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to go after her. Like, I get it. Your father is passed. Becky Lynch cut a promo referencing your father and how she didn't say anything bad about him, but she did talk about how he's dead. Okay, so I can sympathize with that. I can empathize with her being upset. So I'm not going to give her a hard time about it. I'm just not. But that's just me. If you think she's a fool or a dummy, that's fine. But I'm just not going to give her a hard time for it. Hope she's well. And that's all I'll say about that. It was a good promo, by the way, from Becky. Good promo. I thought Nikki Bella did well. So Becky had a great line about Nikki Bella and John Cena a couple weeks ago. I thought that this is a good job by Nikki Bella letting her stand tall here from a promo standpoint and physically, because Becky Lynch ran out of the ring. We had a very, very, very good promo segment from Nikki Bella. She stood tall. She looked strong. She had some good words. Called her a bitch. Said she was a C word, but not cunt, but coward. So that was all good stuff. I enjoyed the promo. I'm glad they gave Nikki Bella something, and I'm glad that Becky Lynch just understands wrestling. She understands wrestling. She said, "Okay, Nikki Bella, this is your time to get over. I'm gonna sell your words." I hate so much about wrestling sometimes. I hate when somebody doesn't sell the words. Like, you cut a promo, you say a line, and you're just like, not gonna sell it? Becky Lynch always sells her opponent's words. She sold for Bianca. She sells for Bayley. She sells for Nikki Bella. It's like, oh my God, what'd you say about me? Oh my, don't say that. Like, she sells it on her face. Makes a promo go over better. When you're just like a badass, I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna acknowledge your words. Oh well, who cares? You cut a promo on me? I don't care. Nothing phases me. It's not great. You should show that you are affected by the words. Called you a bitch, said you're a C word. Show some emotion. Show that it's hurting you. Show that it's getting you riled up. Sell the person's words. Don't just stand there acting all cool. I'm a cool badass. Nothing affects me. I hate that. And Becky Lynch understands that. She always sells the babyface's words, which I appreciate. She ain't too cool. I hate that. I really hate that. Roxanne Perez hit the pop rocks on CM Punk. Pop rocks on CM Punk. That's fun. Don would have been 1, 2, kick out by CM Punk. That's good shit. I wonder how AJ Lee. What kind of stupid tweet is this? What? I hate Twitter. I love Twitter. I hate the IW scene. Look at this shit. He gave CM Punk the pop rocks, and response is, I wonder how AJ Lee feels about this. What? What do you mean by that? Anyway, I'm gonna ignore that tweet. Ignore that tweet. Who will Ren Sinclair tag team partner be tonight? Who's she facing? Don't remember who she's facing. To be honest with you. NXT. People are weird on Twitter, man. Let's see. Ren Sinclair must find a partner to take on Tatum and Easy Dame. Tatum, Easy Dame. I want to say Zarya, but no, Zarya's working with Soul. You know what? I hope it's Kendall Gray. Let's get some more Gray graps. Okay, I like Kendall Gray. She's very talented in the ring. That would make sense. Just keep pushing Kendall Gray. How about that? Go get Kendall Gray. I think that makes sense. It'll be Kendall though. I like that. I like that idea. Let it be Kendall. Do you think it would? Do you think it could be someone from TNA? Sure, it could. I don't know who, but it could be. Yeah, I don't know who it would be though, but I like the idea of Kendall Gray though. They going to do Izzy and Tatum versus Charlotte and Alexa at Homecoming. Watch. That'd be great. Oh, that's a great idea, by the way. I love that idea. I love that. That'd be great. I love that. A homecoming for Alexa and Charlotte Flair at Full Sail. That'd be great. Lyra as Ren's partner would be crazy. That'd be cool as well. And that'd be double cool because of the storyline between Lyra and Tatum. That'd be cool. Alexa hasn't been on NXT since 2015. Shocking enough. Been a while, huh? She have to make an appearance, or she hasn't come back there yet at all? That's interesting. What else happened on Raw? I think that's kind of the big talking points, I think. You had some New Day stuff. You had some Judgment Day shit. You had Finn Balor laughing at Dom having to face AJ Styles. I think AJ Styles might win the belt now. Then France, Dom has his match against Vikingo coming up, or Vikingo coming up. You can put the belt on AJ Styles, and then you could do AJ versus John Cena for the IC title. But I just think in Paris, that crowd behind them on Raw, I just think it maybe it's time to do the AJ Styles thing, but maybe not. Who knows? Maybe they want double belt Dom. We want 2 belt Dom. But I think it'd be cool, kind of cool to have that crowd get a hype for AJ Styles, and then AJ Styles wins. But I can see it going either way. New Day with Grayson Waller. That's happening. Bayley. So I told you guys that Bayley was going to see the hugger. We're going to hear from the hugger. And that's what we got. We got Hugger Bayley talking to Bayley, and we had the pandemic or heel Bayley interrupting and getting involved. So she has 2 personalities inside of her arguing, the hugger and the heel. And I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. It could be very good, or it could be very, very bad. Either way, I'll be entertained. Are you guys hyped about Bayley and her character work and the storyline, where it's going to go? I am. Let's see what happens with Bayley. I don't want to hear any complaining or any whining. Okay, let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. The hugger is in a fight with the heel Bayley, pandemic Bayley, Bayley 2 belts, Ding Dong Bayley. That's what we'll call it. Ding Dong Bayley. So you have the hugger Bayley versus Ding Dong Hello Bayley. And we'll see what happens with her and her mindset and her psyche and what goes down. I'm looking forward to it. Wanted Bayley to get some shit? Well, here's Bayley with some shit. Let's see where it goes. Earth, you are very pessimistic. I'm not loving your attitude. Another dumbass bipolar gimmick, as if the white 6 wasn't enough. Let them cook, Earth. Let them cook, and let's see what happens. She hasn't wrestled since SummerSlam. Who, Bayley? Maybe. These Bayley videos remind me of what they did with Naomi. Oh yeah, that was very, very highly produced stuff with Naomi. Yes. We didn't hear the inner voices, but yes, it's very, very similar to those. Lyra hasn't wrestled since SummerSlam. Well, because her whole goal was chasing Becky, and now she can't. So she now has backstage segments with different interviewers talking about how, not my fault. Not my fault that Bayley's this way. I didn't do anything to her. It's not my fault. She's showing some concern, but she's saying, hey, it's not my fault Bayley's crashing out, okay? It's not on me. We'll see where it goes. I think Lyra will go back with Bayley. So just waiting to execute it. See what happens. We'll see what happens. Well, I'm looking forward to it. The women have stories. I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to complain. At least not yet. Come on, creative. I agree. Come on, creative. Do better. All right, guys. I've been talking for an hour. Now I'm just answering questions. Who will dethrone Ash by Elegance for the TNA Knockouts title? Honestly, I don't want to say it. I don't even want to say it. Indy Hartwell. Indy Hartwell might be the babyface that dethrones Ash by Elegance. Do I love it? No. But who else is there? Danny Luna is now a heel. You know? Doesn't matter where, doesn't matter who, doesn't matter how much it costs. I will make it happen and I will be champion. So Stephanie's talking that talk. She's hyping herself up. She wants to get that belt. That's all cool. But yeah, Indy Hartwell, man. Indy freaking Hartwell might be the one. Are you excited? I'm not. Indy Hartwell at Battle for Glory? Yeah, it might happen. Might. I'm not gonna lie. He beat Tessa Blanchard. Got screwed by Danny Luna. They're building her up. They're building her up. Some people saying Masha gets her title back. That could very well happen. That wouldn't surprise me, but we'll see. Speed. Oh yeah, so we have the Speed title on NXT. I'm curious to see how they book that. How's that gonna work? One thing to have 5-minute matches on Twitter, that's one thing. But to have 5-minute matches on NXT, and what happens if it bypasses 5 minutes? What happens? Champion automatically retains? Maybe they treat the belt like they do the high-speed belt in Stardom. Just fast-paced action. Less about time restrictions, more about how fast can you go. I prefer that. Like, make the speed belt more like a high-speed belt in Stardom. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's another belt for the talent to work with in NXT. How will it go? I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. I just don't love the whole, because if you heard what they said on the show, they're going to defend that belt at the next PLE and No Mercy. So it's going to be a 5-minute match for PLE? That sounds weird. So we'll see what the stipulations are. We'll see how they work it in. But a 5-minute match at a PLE seems stupid. Why would I want to see Soruka wrestle for 5 minutes? Doesn't make any sense. Ultra high speed belt. NXT has 3 women's matches tonight. They sure do. Because NXT is for the women. Which TNA stars could be involved? That's true, because they did say that there'd be like a AAA talent and a TNA talent gunning for the speed belt. So when I think about TNA, I think speed belt. It could be anybody. I don't know. Not Rosemary. Maybe Xia Li. I know that's not her name, but maybe Xia Li for the speed title. We'll see. I have no clue. Xia Brookside. That feels about right. Sure. Yeah, that sounds about right. That wouldn't surprise me one bit. Soul needs to defend her North American belt as well. She needs to defend that too. Who's the number 1 contender for that? Who is the number 1 contender for that? I don't know. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce seal romantic engagement. Why the hell is that on my freaking news? Oh, they're engaged. Great. Let's see. Starlight Kid was deeply inspired by Stardom's 5-star GP final. Good for her. That's great. I like that picture from Starlight Kid. I like that picture. That's dope. Blocking her face with the belt. That's cool. That's dope. I like that. That's cool. This woman, I believe, one day will be in the WWE, but maybe that's just me. Do you still see Soruka dropping the NXT title to Zarya? Yes, I do. That is the move. That is the in-game. That is her in-game feud, Zarya. Explain the Luka trade in WWE terms. Trading be like trading EO Sky, the AW for like, I mean, Anthony Richards, what's his face? The trade was for the Lakers for I'm blanking on his name. Oh my gosh. Who's in the trade? Luka traded to Lakers for who? I can't remember his name. I'm blanking on his name. I'm bad with names. I'm blanking. I don't remember. But it's not like he was a bad player. Anyway, don't get me sidetracked with WNBA. Don't get me sidetracked with NBA right now, Pedro. That's some Rey Mysterio shit. It is. Her favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio. She was inspired by Rey Mysterio. AD, yeah, AD. I don't know, Pedro. I'm off of that already. It was a bad trade from Dallas' perspective. It was a bad trade. But yeah, she was inspired by Rey Mysterio. That was her favorite wrestler. She likes Rey Mysterio a lot. Do you think you know? You think you know everything? I don't. I don't think that. You don't know if Naomi was beating Stephanie. Switchblade. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The woman who got a custom belt was going to lose. The woman who was getting the promo time in the ads was going to lose to Stephanie in Paris with minimal build. Sir, Naomi was not losing that belt in Paris. That wasn't happening. That's happening. Io can't clear Liv to save her life. What's that supposed to mean, Earth? Drama in the chat. Yo, chill. Pedro, mods, take care of this. Do your job. I'm joking. As long as you guys can debate and chat all day long. Just don't get personal. You know, keep it clean. Any other questions? Dark State won the tag titles. Yeah, that happened. That happened. They needed it. They needed something. They were getting nothing. They weren't really over. So they gave them the tag titles because they thought it would be beneficial to them. I didn't know this match was happening tonight. I did not know. Zarya, Soul, Lola versus Fatal Influence. The banger. We get some Zarya, Soul. Well, Zarya hasn't speared Soul in a while now. It's been a minute since she speared her accidentally. Will we get another spear to Soul Ruka from Zarya? Who knows? Will Daisy Dane lose to Lola Vice? I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Match is happening in Florida, near Lola Vice's roots, her hometown. I think Lola Vice could beat JC Jane. Speaking of JC Jane, Ash by Elegance. Ash by Elegance is the new TNA Knockout Champion. What a win for her. She deserves it. Happy for her. She's great. She's awesome. The Elegance brand has been fun. Good shit. I was happy for her. I was thrilled for Ash. Good for her. Not gonna lie, Maki Ito and Margot is quite intriguing. I don't see it, Solar. She's somebody who has been wanting to go to America. I think Stardom is probably more likely. I don't see her in Margot. I just don't see it. Sinjo is too serious and too badass. I think her best bet is Stardom when it comes to Japan. Or she goes to work GCW and work some indies in America. Maybe work Maple Leaves, Wrestling, whatever the hell that damn promotion is in Canada. I don't see Marigold. I just don't. It'd be cool, but I don't see it. Rossi might offer a big fat contract, but I just don't see it for Marigold. Would be interesting though. You're happy for Ash, but not Indy Hartwell? Well, I like Ash more than Indy. Ash has a character. She's compelling. She's fun. I like her work more than I like Indy Hartwell's work. Corey said learning tree on Raw. I did hear that. I heard that. Jericho will be on Raw sooner rather than later. Well, at the end of the year. You love EO, but you don't be a Hall of Fame menace. Oh yeah, talking about Ministry of Dark. Yeah, he's an interesting one. If EO asked me to commit crime, I would. Seek help. Seek help. Jody Thread is next in line to challenge Ash by elegance. She sure is. She'll lose. Indy is the. I think it's gonna be Indy. I think Indy is the one. I think Indy will beat Ash. I'm not an Indy hater. I'm just calling it like I see it. We want Indy. Yeah, sure you do. Sure you do. Sure you do. We want Indy. Anything else? Did I miss something? I don't think I did. WWE to CMLL. Oh yeah, La Catalina. She was in WWE at one point. Good for her. Well, she's doing well in CMLL, so that's good. Is she on the roster page? La Catalina, is she on the roster page? I'm not gonna play this, but from NXT to CMLL. Getting rid of the mask was a good idea. Dropping the mask was a good idea. It really was. That's good for her. Okay, cool. She's somebody who has marketability and star power, but she was in WWE at one point. She was there. They didn't sign her. What is Brian talking about? Oh my God, I hate this guy. Let's see. Ryan Alvarez. Kelly Osbourne is not happy about Becky Lynch. I was told WWE is embarrassed and they are probably going to do an apology. There's discussion about doing a public or private apology. We'll see. We'll see. That track, I can see that happening. If they didn't mean anything by it, they want to do right by her and Ozzy. They'll probably correct it some way. Do I think Becky will make a public apology in the ring? No. Do I think she'll reach out and say, my bad? Sure. I don't think Becky Lynch meant anything by it. So, of course, she will have no problem reaching out and apologizing. But I don't think they're going to make a big deal of it on TV. Nothing like that. But we'll see. CMLL is to AAA what WWE is to AW. The irony. Is it that big of a difference? Educate me. There's a gap between WWE and AW in terms of prominence and popularity. You're saying it's that big a gap between AAA and CMLL? CMLL is the better promotion right now for sure, but is it that much of a gap in terms of popularity? Yeah, I knew that, but in terms of like views and ticket sales, AAA is always about to be bankrupt. That's not new. Who do you think winning Wrestler of the Year? I don't know. TWI is they're weird. I don't know. Your goat is gonna be out by Mercedes Benét because of a big nose. Your goat is going to be beat out by Mercedes Benét. Who's my goat? Oh, you're talking about. Okay, you're talking about Ministry of Dark, not me. My bad, King. I see what you're doing now. Talking Ministry. Oh yeah, because the TWI is all about championships, belts, and kayfabe. So yeah, she'll be very, very high. Mercedes Benét, she may be number one. All about kayfabe. TJPW lost their biggest American draw. Is she the biggest American draw? Probably, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with them. They are not doing well in terms of ticket sales. They're trying to break into America market, but their ticket sales in Japan aren't great. Like, obviously, they have the big star in Miyu Watanabe, but she hasn't crossed over yet. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Maki Ito was one of their stars, and she's gone. There's nobody ready to replace her. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what happens with TJPW. It really is. I mean, they have talent that I like. You know? I like Arizu Endo. I like Mizuki's cool. She's fine. I don't love Mizuki, but she's fine. I like Shoko Nakajima. I love Miyu Watanabe. I think she's amazing. I love that woman. She's like the future. Miyu Watanabe is the future. That's the golden star. But beyond that, I don't know what's going on. Yuki Kamafuku, Miss Longlegs, she's cool, but is she really a proper TJPW talent? Kind of all over the place. Hyper Misao is funny. She's funny, but is she the future of that company? Is she a face of that company in the proper way? I don't think so. But yeah, Maki Ito, the big loss. Yuki Arai, not the biggest fan of Yuki Arai. She's okay, but she's not a star, I don't think. That's just me. Don't come after me, Yuki, but I don't think she's a big star. I just don't see it. They like her a lot. Maki Ito put her over, but I'm not the biggest fan of Yuki Arai. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They just need some more stars. They need to build up some people. I don't know how old Indo is. Rizu Indo. I don't know how old she is. Let me see. Quick search. She had a good match with Miyu Watanabe the other day in the final. 27 years old. She's young enough. So she's cool, but yeah, they need more stuff. They need more star power. Yamashita, how much longer did she hang around? Did she go to America soon? Officially? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. They're trying. TJPW, they're trying with the American market. They're always over there. They had a good show in Texas with a good showing from the crowd. They're trying, but I don't know the books. I don't know the books, so I don't know what's going on there. But yeah, Miyu Yamashita, she's always in America. How much longer would she stay? Maki Ito is gone. Yuki Arai, not the biggest fan of her. She's okay, but I don't love her. This is the crown jewel of the company. Miyu Watanabe, the crown jewel. Suzume, she was a champion not too long ago. Mid-card champ. She's cool. She has a good look. She's talented. Mizuki, current champion. She's all right. I don't hate her. She's all right. All right, talk about Yuki Kamafuku. She speaks English very well, by the way. I think she's born in America, right? Or she went to college in America, right? Yuki Kamafuku. He is fluent. Oh yeah, I forgot about her. Forgot about Tatsumi. Again, okay talent. Now Shoko Nakajima, she's fantastic. But how old is she? She's not a young whippersnapper. She's like in her. Let me check something real quick. She's a fantastic wrestler, by the way. Brilliant wrestler. 34, not the oldest, but still in our prime. But she's not the future of the company. So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Hard times are coming. Well, but she's brilliant, by the way. If you haven't watched Shoko Nakajima wrestle, she is brilliant. Fantastic in-ring performer. She can cook in the ring, like real. Like I think she's better in ring. I think she's better in ring than Miyu Watanabe. But Miyu Watanabe is just that star. She's that crown jewel star. That crossover appeal. This woman can do whatever she wants in wrestling, WWE, AW, whatever she wants. She can make it. She can do it. She's charismatic. She's just lovable. She's likable. Great personality. Great look. Strong. Good in the ring. She's just the perfect package. She's one of the most can't miss superstars you have. And she will be champion here soon because she won the Princess Cup. She will be defeating Mizuki without question. She will. And then what they do after that, I don't know. But offer her the world, because if you lose her, they're really screwed. Lose Miyu Watanabe, they are fucked. Apparently, Tony Khan bashed Maki in a ring a few years ago. Wouldn't surprise me. Tony doesn't like the Joshis. Not a fan of the Joshis. He liked Mina fine, but people say if it wasn't for Kenny Omega, some of the Joshis that he has would not be there. I wonder who's the next Joshi to sign with WWE. If I had to guess, the safest bet is Suri. Only because I think there's a connection there. She's the safest bet. Everybody else would be a wild card. Yeah, everything else is a big wild card. But I think Suri is the safest bet. She's been there before. She maintained connections. I think Triple H and William Regal will want to do right by her. Sean Ross had reported that when Triple H took over, they reached out. I think Suri is probably the best bet. Then there's a wild card. Then it's like up in the air. There's a lot of young talent right now that down the road can make the jump, like a Starlight Kid. But before that, I don't know. Suri, and then it's anyone's guess. Is Rio hurt? I have no idea. Kogi Amare has a long way to go in the ring. Unfortunately, she wants that move. That's what she wants. But the in-ring just not there. So she needs to, like, for the next 2-3 years, just work her ass off in-ring. Great look, amazing look, crossover appeal, star power, but the in-ring just is not there. She's a big boot merchant. That's what she is. I say that as someone who wants the best for her. She's a big boot merchant. That's all she does. She throws a move in there every once in a while. She does some stuff every once in a while. By the way, she beat Victoria Yuzuki. Wasn't too happy about that. Her first loss in the Dreamstar GP was to Koki Amare. So Yuzuki is no longer undefeated. Whatever that's worth. The Koki Amare has a long way to go in ring. Long way to go. We'll see what the WWE does when they head to Japan, make any connections, invite Mario Gold talent to the show. I'd invite Suri. That's what I would do. Invite Suri backstage, hang out. Hey Suri, remember us? Hey, how's it going? We've been watching you. Ha ha ha. I think she's the best bet, the easier get. Once she's done with the IWGP belt, what's she gonna do? She's done it all. She's gonna sign to Stardom and win the red belt? I don't think so. It's either freelancer or America. She ain't wrestling for AW. It ain't happening. Okay, that's not happening. Luckily for the Japanese talent, they have a choice. Because Mayu was like, no. You think Tony Khan didn't want Mayu at some point? Mayu was like, nah, I'm good. No AW for me. I think Suri be the same thing. There'd be no AW for her. Oh yeah. What's the next match that has the potential to get your top 5, top 50. Some of the matches that happened this weekend might I have to go back and watch it. Like some of those matches that happened on Heatwave will make the cut maybe. Tony Storm versus Athena definitely will. Already rated that one. If I'm going to release that list, it'd be like 17 or 18. So a very high match, and mostly because of Athena's offense. I think she's great. I did think she's great. Like Athena is just an awesome in-ring talent. So that'll be on the list when it comes out again. But besides that, I don't know. So yeah, this is on the list now at number 18. Already on the list at number 18. Let me go to my bookmarks because I usually bookmark matches coming up. Zuza versus Saika Carrara. No, that's not gonna happen. I doubt it. I like both talent. Well, I like Azusa. Saika. I'm coming around on Saika, but no, that's not gonna happen. Probably won't be able to watch it either because it's JTO. You can find JTO matches online. The Big Show. What is this? What's happening here? See Shiro Hashimoto. I see Dash. I see Maka Iwata. I see Manami. Yuna. We'll see what's happening on that show. I don't know. Let's see. I gotta watch this one. I'm sorry, I already did that. I already watched this one. 3 versus Makaida. That was okay. Ended up being like 50 something, so out of the top 10. Okay, Hanako versus I doubt I'll be able to watch this one. I'll try, find it, but probably not. I doubt it. Let's see. Let's keep scrolling. This show just happened. Saya versus Bree Priestley. Can Sai Kamatani drag her to a top 50 match? It's possible. Depending on how long the match is it possible. If I had to guess, I say no. If I had to guess, I say no. But we'll see. Here we go. Now we're talking. Here we go. Yes. I'm going to say yes. Starlight Kid versus Tomoka Inaba. Yes. Top 50 for sure. Give them time. Let them cook. Starlight Kid will never let you down. The kid will never let you down. Top 50 without question. Book it. Funny thing is, as time goes on, it gets harder and harder to make the list. Like Suri against Maki Iwata. Saying so many names right now. I'm throwing me off. Maki Iwata against Suri. That match was not top 50. Good match. Very good match. Really, really good. Didn't make the cut. It's becoming harder and harder as time goes on. I've seen so many matches now. Very tough to make that list. Yeah, Maki Iwata, Suri did not make the list. But this will. Without question, I believe it. I think so. Suri Suzu. I think it's possible. So for sure, I think Suri Suzu can obviously, great talent. And then Saya B, not Bree. Saya B, yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one. I'm not convinced. Oh, here's another one. Mizuki Miyu Watanabe. December 20th. Isn't that the same day as WrestlePalooza and All Out? But yeah, Mizuki versus Miyu Watanabe can make it. Especially considering the first one they did when Mizuki beat her That was a very good match. It was top 20, top 10 at the time, but now it's top 20. Let me check real quick. Where is it? Where is 14? The 14th best match of the year was the first time they wrestled. So of course they can make it again. So I'm gonna say yes. Mizuki versus Miyu Watanabe, top 50 for sure. Starlight Kid, Tomoka, top 50 for sure. Sari, Suzu, probably. And then B versus Saya, we'll see. We'll see about that one. Any other ones here that I missed to see? I think that's it. As far as ones coming up, I think that's it. Yeah. All right, folks. That is it for the stream, I think, unless you guys have another question that I haven't answered yet. Looking through it, I don't see any other matches coming up that will be on that list. So yeah, we'll see what happens later on this year. Would this one make it? I doubt it. I doubt it. Scrolling. Yeah, I don't see any more. Wait a minute. What about this one? What about this? In Athena, drag Mina, so a top 50 match. Ring of Honor, TV match. Is it a TV match? Let's see. Friday. That old ECW arena. Mina is good. She's good. I'm joking. I'm joking. Pay-per-view? Not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed. But bottom top 50 is possible. I think it's possible for sure. So this is an option as well. This might make it. Mina definitely regressed. Well, you remember she started wrestling late. She started wrestling in her 30s, I think, or late 20s. She's late to wrestling. Really late to wrestling. She's good. Is she great? No. But Athena's amazing. They have what it takes to make a good one. Put it like this. I think this is more likely than B Saya. Wait a minute, where is? Let me see something real quick. Let me not say something dumb. Is B Priestley on this list? They did have a match earlier in the 5-star DP. Did not made the cut, so no, it's nowhere close to this list. Okay. I don't know about Bree. He's saying Bree. Because B's such a dumb name. BEA. That's why I keep saying Bree. B Priestley and Saya, I don't see it. But we'll see. We'll see. Like 38 now. She started wrestling when she's like 30, 31, something like that. Her early 30s, she started wrestling. She 38 now? Mina Sherrick. I think she probably is. It sounds about right. 37. She's 37. But yeah, she started wrestling late. I believe she's like 31 or something like that. Started. Late to the party. Yep, 31. That's crazy. Mina made her debut at age 31. A late debut. Look what she did. Look at all she accomplished. She worked at a wedding planner. Wow, I didn't know that. She worked as a wedding planner before becoming a wrestler. Good for her. That's cool. That's a one hell of a journey. Man, that's crazy. Never too late. It's never too late to change your profession and do something interesting. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, folks, that's it for the stream. Enjoy NXT. Should be a good show. You got again Kalani, Blake. You got some good stuff coming up there. Good 6-woman tag match coming up. Great. Ash by Elegance will speak on Thursday on her TNA title. Who will interrupt? Masha or Jody Thread. No one contender. So Jody Thread. She'll interrupt it. Her or Masha will interrupt. That'll be that. All right, folks. Enjoy NXT. Enjoy your week. I'll probably be back sometime this week. We'll see. Have fun. And remember, Bozilla is great. It's great talent. Peace.